What's up, y'all? It's your boy King, and welcome to my second video of the week. Thankfully, we are back, even though I just made the first one just a couple seconds ago, but hey, don't worry about that. And see, I did tell you guys last video, which you guys haven't seen yet, but when you guys do see it, I already said that, yeah, the first one was like a, hey, how are you, like nervousness, because I don't know how you guys are going to react to me being back. But now we are back with our regular like shebang, so there you go. Welcome to the WWE 2025 Royal Rumble predictions video. Normally I do this with Sever the Bond, but he was not available. Shout out to Sever the Bond in the comment section. Hashtag what a loser. Anyway, so I have my handy tool right here next to me, and I'll be reading off the match card that we have so far. So far, we only have 4 matches, which is, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Royal Rumble is going to take a long time. It starts at 6, so men's, women, then you have a WWE title, and then just the tag team titles. So yeah, basically, I think it's just going to be these 4 matches. If there is anything on top of it, then, I mean, I don't know. So, I would think that you would have your other titles on the line on the pay-per-view as well, but I think they prioritized having more people in the Rumble, which I don't know why. But here we go. So, first match on the card, apparently, I don't know if it's going to be the first one or the last one or wherever it's going to be, but it probably should be the first one. Well, they're probably going to start with one of the Rumble matches first and then the title match, but it's going to be the WWE Tag Team Championship match between DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, and the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. So, it's a 2 out of 3 falls. Wow. I think DIY is going to retain. Just because they just got it. Motor City Machine Guns, they are brand new to the roster, and they got exploded. Like, I would have not predicted that they would have won the titles when they did, but it happened. It's time to move on, you know? I'm not saying I'm not a fan of them. I just feel like there's more tag teams. Like, for example, you have Pretty Deadly helping DIY. What is it gonna be if DIY just keeps exploiting Pretty Deadly until Pretty Deadly turns on them, and then now they're the title holders, you know? Things like that. I feel like it's more potential for a longer storyline if they keep the titles on DIY, especially since they have the whole Los Garza, Pretty Deadly, and Street Profits thing going on. So we'll get the ball moving, but for that first match, I would say that it's DIY. WWE Undisputed Championship match. It's Cody Rhodes. I mean, can't it's prediction video, but that's probably the most predictable thing out of there. The only way I see Cody Rhodes winning is if Sami Zayn helps Kevin Owens, which is highly unlikely to happen since even if Sami does do it, I don't see Cody losing the title right now. It's unfortunate because you thought that when Roman got the title taken off of him, you would have a fighting champion. Cody, last time he defended it was against Kevin Owens at like Bash in Berlin, I believe, and that was a couple of months ago. So, and I mean, and you would have thought that you would have more fresher matches and things like that, but that wasn't really the case. Cody's just been having the title. I'm not saying he's a bad champion. I'm just saying, like, they turned him into Roman basically because he doesn't even fight on Raw or SmackDown. He does it occasionally, but he doesn't fight every week like he said he was going to. Which, this is not a knock on him. He has to do other things and he has to do what they tell him to do. But yeah, I feel like a champ's like Gunther. You know, Gunther puts the title on a Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Cody's having matches on SmackDown or wherever he goes, but it's mostly tag team matches. It's never for the title, which I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people wanted Roman to get taken out by Cody because it would open a door for Cody to do something different with the titles, but he ended up just doing the same thing Roman was doing. Anyway, so enough ranting. The next match is the Rumble matches. In order, I'm not saying I want to talk about this one first, but but because the order that they're giving me, or the order I'm going from bottom to top. The women's Royal Rumble match. At the moment, there are 30 women in the Rumble, obviously, 30 men. 10 of them were confirmed and 20 are to be announced. You have the people that are announced as Nia Jax, Bailey, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile, and Io Sky. Those are the 10 women that are currently in the Royal Rumble. Names that I think are predictably going to be in there. Selena Vega is going to be in there. I don't see her name on here, but I'm assuming she's going to be in there. The girls from PFC, Pure Fusion Collective, the rest of Damage Control. I don't know about Dakota Kai because apparently she suffered a concussion, so we'll see how long her protocol is going to be for. Shout out to JD Madonna, by the way. Well, yeah, 2 days ago, it was, well, you guys won't see the video until Friday, but from when I'm recording it, 2 days ago, because it's midnight already, was Raw, and he got injured. I think he had a collapsed lung or something like that, and he like, yeah, like it was a crazy moonsault, and like his head snapped back when he landed on the table. It was crazy. So shout out to JD, and I hope he gets better soon. All prayers up to him. Any other people that I think, any other girls I think are going to be in there? Jordan Gracie is probably going to be one of them. I probably butchered her name because I don't really watch TNA like that. But I have, I've seen her in television because I'm a casual WWE guy. Come on, I don't watch AEW like that. I barely even watch NXT like that, but I only watch Raw and SmackDown consistently, which I think there's probably something wrong with me, but that's pretty much all the time I have for WWE. It's a childhood thing. I love it, but I'm only gonna watch the main stuff because, if I have time, I'll watch an NXT episode, but I just don't really have time to do all that. So here we are. So other girls, yeah, that are gonna be in the Rumble. Let's see. Let me actually just pull up the WWE roster really quick. And see what we got. So let's see. Oh, Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green if she doesn't have another match with Michin. Those are girls that are probably gonna be there. It would be interesting if I see Julia in there. I know probably Asuka is gonna return. Alexa Bliss is a really good one as well. She's still in there. Ariana Grace is also in there. Asuka, B-Fab, Becky Lynch, Blair Davenport. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of girls that can, fit into that role. Not Kathy Kelly. Carmella could return. That would be a good one. Let's see. Cora Jade. I don't know if she's injured. I know, she's injured a lot, but hopefully she's not and she can make it. Elektra Lopez is probably another name that's gonna be there. Fallon Henley. I think Gigi Dolan could definitely be called up. Then you have the obvious ones like Isla Dawn and Abba Fire, and yeah. Jakara Jackson also, Lash Legend. Those are common names that you would think are there. Kairi Sane, Katana Chance, Caitlyn Carter, Kalani Jordan maybe, hopefully. So yeah, all these are good names. Lola Vice, good names that can, go in there. As far as like a winner, I don't know. Last year was unpredictable. Predictable with Bailey. This year, I think another force horsewoman. Maybe Charlotte Flair wins this year. I'm not saying that I want her to win because she just is coming back from injury. So, but if not Charlotte Flair, who would I like? Maybe a returning AJ Lee, or maybe even oh, this is a prediction video, and then I'm over here thinking about I should already know what I want to, but it makes it authentic, you know. I'm doing this on the spot. Let's see. Oh God, yeah. Besides Charlotte, AJ, and maybe Alexa Bliss, I don't really see another person being able to win the Rumble this year. Yeah, I don't really see another person that could win unless it's a surprise. But so yeah, so just to lock it in, I'm just gonna say for the FZs of it, I'm gonna say Charlotte Flair just because it's the most, or Becky, but I don't know about Becky. I think Becky has more of a chance of returning and maybe losing to Charlotte and then having to go in the Elimination Chamber to earn her title match at Mania. That could be it. So yeah, by prediction, Charlotte Flair. She's probably gonna face Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania, and then you have Becky versus another Becky Rhea match if Becky wins Elimination Chamber. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. As for the men, there are 15 spots left with I guess the other 15 already established. You have LA Knight, John Cena, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, uh, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke, Logan Paul, Penta, Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, and Carmelo Hayes. Those are all the names that are actually in the match so far. The other 15 could be just other roster people. I think AJ Styles has a good chance of coming in into the Rumble, hopefully, if he's cleared, because you know he was also injured. Then maybe other names like Jesus. Sheamus is probably gonna be in there just because he's just a good name to have on a Rumble match. Maybe Omos returns on there as well, just because we haven't seen him. I know he's been doing stuff with Noah Wrestling recently, and he announced that he was coming back to WWE, so he's probably gonna be at the Rumble, and they're gonna have the whole how they're gonna toss the giant out of the thing, and then they all just get up on him and just toss him out. So more than likely. As for the men, I have four names that are probably the most likely to win. You have CM Punk, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and I'd say lastly Drew McIntyre. Those are my four. I'll eliminate them based on order, but I think the one who has the most solid chance is between Roman and CM Punk, just because Cena, I would love Cena to win, but I don't think he needs it. I think that what we need from Cena's farewell tour is for him to not only get the 17th title, but for him to have to work for it. Like, you know, his promo, he said he had a lot of losses and he has to start winning stuff. What if he wins the Royal Rumble? What if he wins the Elimination Chamber? What if he wins the Money in the Bank? How about he doesn't win the the Rumble? How about he doesn't win the Elimination Chamber and has to go through the IC title? And maybe in June, July, he can win the Money in the Bank and maybe get an opportunity that way. But I mean, out of all the events, I think he has the most solid chance of winning the Elimination Chamber than the ladder match for the Money in the Bank or the Rumble. He has more of a likely chance to win that Elimination Chamber match this year. Surprises that might happen in the men's Rumble. I don't really think any. I don't think there are any. I think WWE has a solid roster to just go out there and just drop 30 people in there from with no surprises, with just the surprises being returning AJ Styles or John Cena, coming back. I mean, he's already announced it, but it's a surprise. It's not like a surprise like like it wasn't announced, but I mean it wasn't like it was announced, so it's not really a surprise. But still, John Cena in the Rumble, it's pretty much a big surprise, especially in this starting his tour, Farewell tour. Yeah, so I think Roman and CM Punk are the most likely. You have CM Punk with still the favor in his pocket. He might make Paul Heyman take out Roman or something. I don't know. Drew is a really solid choice just because he's been on a tear. He's been so good, so good. But besides that, let me go to the roster to see if there's anybody in specific that's probably gonna be in the Rumble. Andrade is probably gonna be in the Rumble. May have Brock Lesnar. I mean, I say Brock because he's actually on the list. He's on the list here. So I mean, he's on the list. So he's still there. So they didn't remove him like they said they did, unless they just added him back. But he's on there now. There may be a returning Brock Lesnar. I did see a whole bunch of things where people were like, 30 people are going to come out, and then 30, you're going to see the clock for 31, and then you're like, what? There's 31, and it's Brock Lesnar? You imagine? Chad Gable is another name that could be in there. He's not going to win it, but, those are just names that are competitive people. Dirty Dom. Yo, if Dom wins, dog, like, well-deserved. Ethan Page could be a nice little surprise. Or Ilya Dragunov, a returning Ilya Dragunov. These are all names where Jacob Fatu is gonna probably be in the Rumble. These are all names where people can come in with it being a surprise, like a call up. A call up would be a good thing. So those are all. That's it. Jey Uso's gonna be in it, obviously. Carl Anderson probably is gonna join in there. Kofi, LA Knight, maybe Alexis King. I'm seeing all these names, but like these are all good names to have on the Rumble. Maybe another Pat McAfee cameo, returning Randy. Bobby Roode is in here as well. He's in the talent list. Robert Roode is in the talent list. He's right there next to Roman. I don't know how long he's been there, but he might have been cleared. You never know. Santos. Seth. Obviously he's going to be there. Solo's probably going to be in there. Tamina's still on the list too. Oh my god. Miz is definitely going to be in there. My tribal chief, Tonga Loa, is going to be in there. Uncle Howdy, maybe. Even Real and Regal's there, so I guess they do list off. Just people who are in the company as well. They're on the talent roster for some reason. Even Triple H is on here. That's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, my predictions: Roman or CM Punk, and then you have my women as Charlotte Flair. Those are it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming into the video. Really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Catch me on the next one. Thank you. They call me the king. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.